Welcome friends, today we are shifting to the mechanical kind of matings in the assembly. For that, first of all, I am showing you the basic, the starting mechanical mating is the cam mating. So I am showing you the Miroshi channel on youtube.com. I'll be showing you first of all what a cam does. This is a two-stroke engine and you can see this here is a cam and this is the second cam. The cam here is doing the job of opening the inlet and outlet valve, opening and closing of the inlet and outlet valves. So this is the cam which you can see here. So how we can make this kind of thing in SolidWorks, this kind of mating, I'll be showing you. So first of all, I'm taking a new part. I have to actually make up a cam. So here I'm taking the front plane. So now I am first of all taking a circle, the base circle. Now before proceeding further, I would like to show you various terminologies of the cam. This is a cam, the image of a cam, the terminology which I have taken from the splashmaritime.com. So here you can see this is the base circle, and then this is the lift, cam lift, and this is the dwell angle. You can see for this much time the cam will remain, the cam follower will be in this position, otherwise that will be on this side. So this is the opening ramp, means the gradual increase in the contour of this ramp, and this is the closing ramp, the gradual decrease in the contour of the ramp, so that it becomes it merges with the base circle, it ends with the base circle. So now here this is my base circle. I am for example taking this one as say 200 mm, and now for example the cam follower has to be pushed by a distance of say 25 mm or 25 mm, and the for the angle of say 45 degree or say 90 degree. So the dwell angle is 90 degree. So let me show you what I am going to tell you actually. For example, this is the lift. Basically the cam follower should be here like this. This was 25. I'm making the cam follower smaller. For example, this is 20. Now basically the cam follower should be lying here, but when there is a lift in the cam, it goes here like this. So this lift is 25 mm, so as to make things clear for you, and this lift should continue for 90 degree. For example, it should start from here, and for example it should end here. You should do these basic things with the cam. So I am just deleting this follower because this is not required. Now you can see I have to just take a circle and attach up to this point. So now this cam lift should start from this point and end up to this point, then it should merge with this follower, with this base circle. So I have to actually trim the unnecessary part. I'm just deleting this, one of the dimensions to make this normalize. So now we have to, for example, the gradual increase in this cam is starting from an angle of say 15 degree. For example, I'm starting from here. going up to here. Similarly, the gradual decrease in the lift to drop down up to the base circle, this one will also be 15 degree. For example, so I'm taking this angle as a 15 degree. Here as well, I'm taking this angle as a 15 degree. So now we have to take a spline to provide a gradual lift. Now make this tangent to this circle at this point where this spline started, using this handle, and now clicking on this, make this one also tangent. Now similar thing we have to do here as well. Now either I can do that manually, or the best thing is to let me show you what we can do. Is the best thing. I'm taking yet another line, and I do know that this angle is 90 degree. So instead of that, I'm taking this angle as 45 degree, half of that angle. The angle between the line from where the lift is starting and the line where the lift is ending, this one is 45 degree. So we have to just pick up this spline, the gradually increasing spline, the gradually increasing curve, so as to meet the base circle with the lift. I've picked up that, and I'm mirroring about this line that I just made up. Clicking OK, you can see to just delete angles to normalize this sketch. Now this one is perfect. You can see is the better method of doing so. So now if I do take this as it is, it won't work in the CAM profile, because this is a set of multiple sketch entities, and which SolidWorks CAM doesn't recognize, and don't take this as a CAM. So I have to actually start a new spline. I'm taking a new spline, and I'm starting from these points, go through these points. This is somewhat lengthy procedure, but it should be done. Take as much as points as possible to provide a better contour for this spline, better profile. And here, go further. Like this, and always pick up the quadrants. Now end at the same point where from you started it, so that it becomes a single spline. Now you can see it is a single spline. You can see. Now I have to just delete these circles, or instead of deleting them, I can make them for construction, so that in future if I do need any change, I can do that very easily. Clicking on this one, be careful, the whole spline is not selected. Make it for construction here as well. Here is a spline, smaller spline. You have to delete that spline. In here as well, this is a smaller spline, delete that spline. Now this is the profile for the cam. I have to just extrude it. For example, I'm extruded by 10 mm. Clicking OK. Now I am taking the front plane and giving a slot, a hole with a key slot. For example, this one is 25 mm and this one will be 8 mm approximately. You have to follow the table for the key slots. Now here I am turning it out, clicking OK. I have to just cut this portion. Now this is our cam that we have made up. Saving this one, for example, I am saving it on the desktop. Cam. Similarly, I am making a follower. Taking this one as 20 mm as the diameter. Now here I am taking its extrusion by 10 mm. Okay, this one is our follower. Saving this one for the follower. Dropping it down and I'm now starting a new assembly. So here, as we started the new assembly, you can see because both of the parts, the cam and the follower, are opened up, so they have been displayed here. So I can just pick up both of them. You can see both have been picked up. So the first thing is to fix the axis of this cam. For that, first of all, I am making the temporary axis visible. Now here you can see this is the temporary axis of this cam. I have selected that. Go to the mate. Before that, I have to actually make this one as float, because otherwise it can't rotate. Now since the cam is floating, so I have to just pick up this axis and go for the mating. And here I am taking the top plane, so it will be coincident with the top plane. Again I am picking up the axis and taking the right plane, so it is coincident with the right plane. Now the next thing is I am picking up the face of this cam and the front plane, so it is now coincident with the front plane. With these three simple matings, I have hinged up this cam, so it can rotate now like this. Now further, I have to make this face and this face coincident. Now this face is somewhat losing in this inside this body, so I'm taking this out, dragging it out. Now here comes our cam mate. Go to this mechanical mates, and the number one is the cam mate. So here first is the, you can see this is the entities to mate, this is the cam. I have to check for the profile. This is the face, the profile on which the cam follower has to run. And now I have to click for the cam follower and pick up this face, clicking over here. You can see it is going somewhat different. The problem is that it has taken the inner face of this cam, so it is going inside, which is an impossible case. So I'm first of all deleting this cam mate. These are the various difficulties with this mating. I have to specify its stroke as well, the line of stroke of this spline. So for that I will be just picking up this axis and going for the mating. I will be mating it with the right plane, and now clicking OK. Taking it outside. Now I can do the cam mating. Click on the cam, pick up the face of the cam, the profile, and pick up the profile of the cam follower. Clicking OK. Now you can see the things will go very fine like this. So this is the cam mating. So this is the way we can make the cam mating. You can see this is the lifting is starting from an angle of 15 degree. Within 15 degree travel rotation, the lifting is complete, and it stays there, it dwells there for an angle of 90 degree. Then again for the angle of 15 degree, it is gradually dropping down. You can see. So this is the cam mating, which we can do very easily in SolidWorks. Just we have to keep the things in mind that I have made this profile with a single spline. This is that is required to make this mating work. Thanks for watching.